Everyone, welcome to another episode of the AKS community channel. Today we're going to be talking about simplifying image signing with the Notary project and trusted signing. Today I am joined by E. E, will you please tell us just a high-level overview of what we're going to be talking about today?
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Yi. I'm a senior product manager at Microsoft Azure. So today I will give you an overview of Notary project and trusted sign and how you can use them to simplify your image sign. So what is Notary project? Notary project is a CNCF incubating project, and the Notary project solves key supply chain challenges. The first one is about authenticity. As an image consumer, you may wonder, how can I ensure my images and other artifacts in the registry are really coming from trusted identities? Another is about integrity. So as an image consumer, you may ask a question, how can I ensure my container images and artifacts are not modified since their creation? When I copy images across registry, even across cloud provider boundary, how can I ensure they are not modified by malicious users?
A quick question on that, E. So how does Notary accomplish that? Like I understand containers a little bit, would work with them a while. I know a little bit about OCI. I know that there's some metadata that's exposed when I look at like GHCR and I can kind of see some metadata. There's some labels and stuff like that in there, and there's layers and configs. And I understand what the layers and configs do. There's like the file system, and then there's the settings for the container. But how does Notary or a Notary project like hook into that and create, like, is there the signature stored in there, or like what is it doing with the metadata, and is it following specifications, I guess, is my question.
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, Notary project address these challenges based on the standards. So Notary projects comply to the OCI specification, the latest version. So as Josh you just talked about, the Notary project, once it produces these signatures, the signatures are stored in the OCI component registry associated with the container images. And actually, the signature follows the OCI specification, such as how what will be the format for the signature and how this signature can be associated with the container images. So by following the OCI specification, you can easily discover the signature associated with the container images, and also during your publishing or distributing your container images, the signatures can be associated with the container images together. Basically, you can copy both signature and images across registry and even cloud provider.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, besides that, Notary project also complies to other standards such as IETF standards. Basically, it is the Notary project build the solution on top of the PKI infrastructure, and Notary project support two types of signature, JWS and the COC. Notary project itself also provide specifications so that you can build your own solutions or toolings using Notary project specification, which is capable to integrate with Notary project its own tooling, such as notation. So currently, Notary project has already been adopted by major cloud vendors such as Microsoft, AWS, and Alibaba Cloud. Notary project has also been adopted by popular cloud native communities such as Harbor Registry, Kubernetes, and Containerd. There are also popular CI/CD solutions integrated with Notary project. There are also popular open source solutions using Notary project to ensure the integrity and authenticity of your container images.
So it's great to see the adoption of a Notary kind of go across the whole ecosystem, even across big cloud providers. Like the AWS and Microsoft both using it inside their stuff, and then even Harbor. That's really good to see. Gives me a
Yeah,
vote of confidence in the project.
Yeah, that's true. So that's is what Notary project is about. So next is trust sign. So trust sign is a fully managed Azure service. Currently, it is in public preview. With trust sign service, you can simplify your certificate signing process from end-to-end point of view.
Wait. So you're telling me that I no longer have to manage my own certificates in like Azure Key Vault and generate them with special settings and rotate them reluctantly every 6 months or so? Or you're telling me that there's a solution where I can just get new certificates and keep going on my way? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Ah,
Yeah, actually, you are
excellent.
right. So just now you talk about the traditional sign workflows, like when you're using the Azure Key Vault, right? You need to create your certificates, make sure they
Hmm.
are stored securely in Azure Key Vault, and also you need to set up some policies to ensure the certificate can be rotated based on some scenarios such as certificate expiry or certificate revocation. So all these things you need to manage it by yourself. So the traditional sign workflow that you have the fully control on the certificates, but you need to manage their life cycle. So it introduced over operational overhead comparing to the controlling part. So that means maybe your job is just to sign a container image, right? But you spend uh, many other efforts on managing the certificate itself. So with Trusted Sign, it provides several benefits. So you don't need to manage your certificate lifecycle anymore. Basically, it is a zero touch. Chart design service do it for you. Um, Chart design service also provides short-lived certificates. That means the certificate's life cycle is really short comparing to traditional when you're using Azure Key Vault. Normally, the certificate validity is more than 6 months, but with Chart design service, so it is within 3 days. Chart design service also provide built-in timestamping, which is critical not only for short-lived certificates, but also from a security point of view. So with chart design service, you can focus on your application. You just use it to sign it, and you don't need to worry about the certificates anymore. You can have more focus on your application logic.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so that's a very brief introduction to Notary project and the chart design. So now I'm going to give you a demo on how to use notation, the Notary project tooling, together with chart design service to simplify the sign process. Let me switch to another view. So today, the demo will basically follow this Microsoft Learn document. As you can see, this document shows you how you can set up chart design, install notation tooling, and do some configurations, and then using notation CLI to sign. So I will give you a demo about this. So I already have my chart design account created. So under chart design service, this resource, you created your account. My account name is TS Demo. And after you create your account, you need to make sure you have the right permissions. So let me show you the permissions that I have.
And
So
quick
this
note,
is,
even though you created it and you're the owner, you still have to go in and assign these permissions. Even though you own
yes.
the resource, you won't be able to do the next two steps you're about to show unless you assign these roles.
Yeah, that's true. Because I'm the owner, so I can assign those roles. But in the real world, you need to maybe you have your teams, right? You
Mhm.
you you need to make sure the identity for your team need to have these roles. So I need to have two roles. One is the identity verifier, which is used to create the identity. Um, the identity will be used to create your certificate profile. Another role is the trusted sign certificate profile signer, which the identity will be granted the sign permission. So I ensured my access control is correctly configured. Then I needed to create the identity. So as you can see, I already have the identity created for this demo. You will find more details on the document to understand more about the identity. So after I have my own identity, I will create the certificate profiles for the identity.
A quick note on the
Yeah,
identity. If you're just trying to try it as a demo, make sure you're doing a private one, not a public one. The public one, because you're basically coming off of the Microsoft cert with the service, you're going to have to do a bunch of stuff like your IDs and documents. So go with the opt-in one. If you want to just test it out, create a private identity. I think that's what you did for this demo too. Just a quick side note.
yeah, thank you. And you can find all this information under the trusted sign document. There are some explanation on the identity you should use, and you can understand more about
Perfect.
trusted sign, some frequent asked questions. Okay, so after I set up my trust sign account, identity, and the certificate profile, and I ensure my roles are assigned correctly to the identity, then I can start to sign my container images. So now I'm switching to another window. So I needed to set up some variables. Um, so this is my account, trust sign account name. This is the endpoint that pointing to the trust sign service. And this is the certificate profile I created. Uh, this is the timestamping server that trust sign service provided. And this is the root certificate. We need to, the root certificate of the timestamping server that we will download later on. And the purpose of using this root certificate is to ensure that the timestamping server is really the timestamping server we should trust. Then in this demo, I use this Azure Container Registry. The name is Rabbit Registry. And this is the images I'm going to sign. I already have this registry and the images pushed to the registry. Then I need to check the notation is installed. Notation is the not project tuning. Yeah, we also need to make sure we install the Azure Trusted Sign plugin, because notation is the supports the plugin framework. You can plug in any key management service. So for this demo, I used the Trusted Sign service plugin. So after installation, you will see you can use notation plugin list command to check which plugin you have installed. Now I downloaded the timestamping root certificate. As I explained, it will be used to validate the timestamping server is really the one I should trust. Now I can start to sign the container images with just one command. So some explanation on the parameters I used for the commands. I use notation sign commands to sign my container images. I use the signature format is the COSE format because I also want to distribute my signature and the container images to the edge, to the IoT environment. This is the timestamping server address and also the root certificate. I used I downloaded just now. I will use it to ensure the timestamping server and also the timestamping signature is really the one I should trust. And then I will use this plugin I just installed. It is the Azure Trusted Sign plugin. Then I just need to put my Trusted Sign account information, such as my account name, the endpoints for Trusted Sign service, and also the certificate profile I created in my Trusted Sign. As you can see, I don't need to touch anything related to what will be the certificate name, what will be the key reference. So the last parameter is the reference to the container images. Then I just execute this command. As you can see, we successfully signed these container images. So let's make sure we really have the signature associated with the container images. I can use notation list command to this reference to the images. And you can see we have a container images with the artifact type, notary signature, and this is the digest of the signature. As previously we explained, this signature follows the OCI specification so that we can easily discover this signature associated with these container images. We can use another command to take a deep look at the signature details. Notation inspect command. Okay, it shows more details about the signature. We just produced the signature type, digest, signature type. It is the cozy signature, right? And the most important, you can see we have a timestamp in signature. It shows that the signature is generated exactly within this second, so that it can ensure that during time the signature generated, we have this timestamp in signature to ensure the time. And you will also see that because it is Trust Sign Service provides the short-lived certificates, right? So you can see for the certificates, the sign certificate we used, it will be expired basically in 3 days. So it's a short-lived certificate. So comparing to Azure Key Vault, you will see more than 6 months.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to try it out and see how I can plug it into a lot of the other workflows that I need to use certificates for. Ratify being another one of those. So thank you so much for taking the time today to show us this. I'm really looking forward to seeing how I can incorporate this, and hopefully it'll alleviate a lot of the burden off me from having to manage these certificates. For anybody else that wants to follow along, again, here's the link real quick. This will lead you to all the documentation you need to find out more about this, how to set up, how to use it. So please check that out after the video.
Yeah. Thanks, Josh.
All right. Thanks so much. Catch you next time.
Yeah. See you. Bye.